All right, now let's go straight to the Women's First Lady Luncheon in Washington with Usha Vance speaking live. Let's take a listen.
To preside over a United Nations Security Council meeting. It has been such a privilege to partner with the First Lady in empowering America's mothers, children, and families. Through visiting students and military families together, I've seen her passion for education and connection firsthand. In all of her work, she is dedicated to this nation's people and principles and driven by her deep sense of purpose. But in addition to carrying out her official duties, our First Lady has distinguished herself as an accomplished model, businesswoman, philanthropist, best-selling author, and now movie producer. The First Lady's drive, eye for beauty, and commitment to excellence permeate her life and work. I am deeply grateful for her bold leadership and her friendship. So please join me in welcoming to the stage the First Lady of the United States, Melania Trump.
Thank you. Good afternoon. It is a privilege to take part in this great American tradition, and a pleasure to have our Second Lady, Usha Vance, with us today. Thank you, Usha. I commend Chairwoman Allen, President Dunn, and their entire team for bringing everyone together to advance the greater good of our community. America's children are our moral equals. As parents and leaders, it is our ethical obligation to ensure our kids develop emotionally and physically within a safe environment. Last week, I shared this declaration with members of the prestigious Ways and Means Committee on Capitol Hill. We convened to advance landmark legislation to protect the foster care community. This follows the Fostering the Future executive order signed last November. I remain impressed by our representatives' bipartisan commitment, and I'm confident this will soon become the law of the land. When passed, this will mark the second piece of legislation I have championed for the protection of America's next generation. The world doesn't move for those who stop. Over the past year, with discipline and focus, I have enacted several initiatives to benefit our children. Domestically, Fostering the Future has expanded coast to coast to roughly 33% of the states in our country. Fostering the Future University scholarships programs are available for individuals aging out of foster care in Georgia, Arizona, California, Nebraska, New York, Florida, Louisiana, Tennessee, Oklahoma, Alabama, North Carolina, South Carolina, Texas, Virginia, Wisconsin, and Pennsylvania. Take It Down Act is the first piece of legislation that I supported within the first 100 days of this 47th presidential administration. On April 7th, just a few weeks ago, the U.S. Department of Justice secured its first conviction under the new law. $30 million was allocated towards HUD's 2026 budget to support housing for America's foster youth. Representative Steve Womack and Secretary Scott Turner supported my efforts to implement this critical measure. Progress is not granted. You must be the composer. Embolden your influence in the community with a strong vision to the future. All 50 states are participating in the Presidential AI Challenge, and almost 3,000 schools nationwide joined the White House AI workshop. Our educators, students, and academic administrators understand the importance of mastering new technology. Over the past 2 months, America sat at the intersection of youth, technology, and education on global stage. I'm honored to have had an opportunity to address the United Nations Security Council about the importance of peace through education. We are not here to prepare our children for yesterday's world. Be purposeful with your objectives and remember that AI accelerates everything. Leaders from almost 50 nations joined me at the White House and the State Department for Fostering the Future Together's Global Coalition Summit. Never before has the American First Lady welcomed so many leaders to the White House for diplomatic purpose in one day. I'm proud that America's best technology companies, including Meta, Palantir, OpenAI, Adobe, Zoom Communications, X, and Microsoft, had the chance to advance our mission to empower children with technology and education. And of course, I completed the fourth reunification of Ukrainian and Russian children with their families. As you can imagine, this is not an easy feat. But I applaud leadership from both nations in working with my representative and me to bring love and safety back to each individual who has been displaced as a result of this horrible war. I'm grateful for the opportunity to serve as First Lady, but understand that my persistence alone is not enough. Together, we can change people's lives for the better. Please join me in advancing the Be Best Fostering the Future initiative nationwide. America's children will ultimately protect our future freedom. Thank you.